Lions TV, this is a post-match analysis video for yesterday's 1-1 draw against Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. I think you'll find I called that one. It was a good point in my opinion, it was a hard-earned point and we are still well in the hunt for the playoffs. Let's take a look at the 11 that started the match. I personally was only expecting one change and this is exactly what happened, and thank God it did. Jordan Archer in goal, defence right to left, Romeo, Hutchinson, Cooper, Meredith, midfield left to right, Marshall, Saville, Williams and Jedvalar, and up front the deadly duo, the return of the General Steve Morrison and Lee Gregory. That is the 11, well that's a lie, I would have put Dave Martin in goal and that would have been a big mistake, wouldn't it, if I'm honest. So that was the 11 that we was expecting the gaffer to go with. That was the 11 that he did go with. It was a good point in my opinion. Listen, we haven't lost a way since Norwich on New Year's Day, as we all know. We've come a long, long way that we're all expecting us, you know, we're now slightly disappointed that we didn't beat Ipswich away, we didn't beat Sheffield United away. In my opinion, and I'm not saying it's wrong, but I got the feeling we went for a draw yesterday, which I don't think that's a bad decision at all for the manager. I make him half right, to be honest. I just didn't feel we was getting forward when we could have done at times, and a couple of times in the first half I see Archer clock watching, looking behind us, like where we were standing. I don't think that's a bad decision, don't get me wrong, by any stretch. I don't think we needed to win the game. Sheffield United did need to win the game, and obviously that suited us because they had to come at us, which they did. We contained them well. The first half was very cagey, a game of few chances. Two teams in very similar positions, come up last year, obviously they come up as champions, we come up in the playoffs. Similar expectations this year, both massively overachieved. I like their manager, to be honest. I like what he comes across very honest. You know, that chance at the end, which I'll get on to, where he said, you know, it was a penalty, we should have had a penalty for the challenge on Jed Wallace. So yeah, as I said, the first half was a game of few chances. We wasn't really getting on the overlaps, we wasn't attacking too much. We contained him quite well. Notably, I can't really think of anything really, attacking wise. We had Jordan Archer makes a save right on half time, just pushes it wide. And I'm going to give Archer all the credit he deserves because he was fantastic yesterday. And yesterday, Jordan Archer won us a point. And I'm pleased for him. Listen, if he plays like that every week, I'll go around and wash his car every Sunday, if that's what he wants. I'll get the step ladder out, I'll get the mop and the bucket, and I'll get all over that range and clean up for him. It's not a problem. But yeah, you know, that save he's made there at the end of the first half is an absolutely bog standard save which you'd expect your goalkeeper to make. Moving into the second half, he makes a save early, which is above and beyond a standard goalkeeping save. It comes across flick, bang. He's got good reactions, we know that. He's very good at reactions and he's very good at one-on-ones. He makes a good save, he gets a strong hand on it and he sends it well over the bar. Sheffield United continued to press, and when they did get their goal, it was a random one. I thought it was going out. It comes across, they get the lead. Leon Clark's got too much to say for himself, and Sheffield United get in front. If we'd have scored first yesterday and Sheffield United would have equalised, it wouldn't have felt as good as it did. It actually felt like we won the game at the end. But once we did concede, we got straight back into the game from kick-off. Jake Cooper, as we know, he's asked by the gaffer to knock them long diags. He knocks one, we catch the defence cold, and Stevie Morrison, I love you, General, but you didn't put a foot right until you scored that goal yesterday, really. You give the ball away a few times, but that's what he does, as we've seen time and time before. Experienced pro, played at the top level, scored at Wembley in a big game last year, and he slots it lovely beyond Blackman, the Sheffield United goalkeeper, who also had a good game, made a good save from Sean Williams. I felt he might have been out of position. Like, Morrow catches it nice, his timing, bang, controls it, doesn't smash it, makes sure he hits the target, and Blackman was backpedaling, and I don't think he really, I thought he was going to save it. It doesn't matter. It goes in, cameras out, photo time, we're all going mad, all the 46ers, and all you other lovely lot that was behind the goal. We go crazy, and then after that we pushed on, we could have won the game. Gregors, yesterday, you know, I didn't feel it was his greatest game, and I thought, you know, when it started opening up and we started going into end, instead of bringing Elliot on, no disrespect to Elliot, I'd like to see Fred come on and go up top in them positions. I know you then haven't got a target man, or unless you play him off Morrow, but I just think slot little balls in behind. Get Marshall's got the ability, Wallace has got the ability, and we know for a fact that Williams and Saville have all the new actions I've got on board, by the way, I'm loving them. Slot Fred in, let him get him behind. When the game opens up, as it did at Ipswich, get Fred in behind and run them. You know, just in that little channel there so he can cut him behind the defenders, because he'll murder him with his pace. But yeah, we pressed after we equalised. We could have won the game. We didn't win the game. I'm over the moon at that point, and hopefully, you know, everyone else is too. We are still in the hunt. Derby have lost at Burton, and as I say, we've got a tough run in, but Derby's is also tough, and it's in our hands. We've got Middlesbrough away, we've got Aston Villa at home. I think it's going to be us versus Aston Villa, and Middlesbrough versus, I've killed myself, can't think of the other team, Fulham, in the playoffs. That's what I think it's going to be. So, yeah, I mean, Friday's massive. Friday's the first of 3 cup finals for us, and we need a sold-out dinner. In fact, I'm pretty sure we've already got one. So that is your lot for this post-match analysis video. It gives me great pleasure to say that the Lions TV man of the match for yesterday, by a mile, was Jordan Archer. I'll see you in the week for some beIN Lions TV and also a pre-match prediction for Fulham. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.